All right. Hello, everybody. Zaxtorian back with another video to help you guys, hopefully help you guys with your breakups or the ending to however it was that you and your ex broke up. So I want to go ahead and talk to you guys real quick. Just, I just want to give you guys a question to think about when you look back at your ex that you miss so much, or when maybe you have a heavy heart and maybe you think of your ex badly or what they did to you. Because let's be honest, guys, you look back in um you look back in your past or whatever, and you think of your ex, right? Whether you're a female or a guy or whatever, and whether your ex is a female or a guy, it doesn't matter, right? So you have your ex, and you have probably spent a lot of time, going over what happened with you and your ex and your relationship and how it ended. But whatever happened, guys, your relationship with your ex came to an end. If you didn't, you probably didn't click on this video. You're probably not watching this video. So that can be heartbreaking. I get that. So the thing I really want to talk about here, guys, is what's really worse, the ending here and whatever it was that your ex did to you, right? So let's just go ahead and put ex ended the relationship. And it could have been that they ghosted you, they just quit talking to you. And that's hard because, they kind of go out and they don't respond to your texts anymore, they don't respond to your calls. Maybe you reach out and you find that you're blocked for some reason, and they don't really give you kind of any explanation of what went wrong or what happened. And that can be really hard. But whatever it was, or maybe they told you, hey, I don't think I can do this anymore. Hey, this is me. It's not you. Whatever it was that they probably lied to you about, to explain to you why they're leaving. So you probably went over that 1,000 times in your mind. Why do they leave? Who are they with now? All this kind of stuff, right? So let's just go ahead and put, you know, they they ended it. However they ended it, whatever. And that could be, cheating, or that could be whatever it was that you think they did that was so awful. But whatever it was, it caused this end to happen, right? But who is really worse here now, at this point in time? Who has done the most damage to you, right? Is it your ex, or is it really you, right? Who is doing the most damage to your heart and to your mind and to your outlook on your future, which you really need to be positive about to move on? So when I say this, you're probably wondering, like, what did I do, right? Well, since your ex ended the relationship, however they did it, whether they ghosted you or whether they gave you the story about why they had to move on, or they moved away, or they found somebody new and better, whatever it was, right? Whether they had a career change or they just didn't have time anymore, whatever it was, right? Something happened that caused the end of your relationship. So this, right, if we look at this, this happened hopefully just one time, right? Unless you've gotten back together with your ex and you tried to work things out, or maybe you begged and pleaded, and asked them for one more time, and then you might have had this happen multiple times. But for most people, it's probably only happened maybe once or twice, right? But let's just go ahead and say your ex ended things one time, right? Maybe one or two more times if you begged and pleaded, or maybe they came back and you tried to work it out and things didn't work out within a week or two or a month or whatever. You wound up with yet another end of your relationship. But still, this number here is limited. Now, the reason I ask if you're doing more damage yourself, because when this end happens of your relationship, typically what happens with us is we go back and we think about what happened here in the end, and we think about this over and over and over and over and over and over, and we run this ending and how they ended things or how they ghosted us or how whatever they said to us that hurt us so much. And we continue over time to go over this thing over and over and over and over a million times. And I think you get the idea. So where this happens once or just a few times, maybe an ending, probably for most people just once. It ends once and then you're done, right? You have this bad relationship and you continue to go over these horrible moments and these heartbreaking moments over and over and over a million times in your mind and in your heart, and you make yourself suffer over and over and over again. Or your ex, after they ended it, they've probably felt a little bit of hurt and a little bit of guilt, but they moved on, right? They've moved on with their life, they've gotten past the guilt, and they are going on with their life. Meanwhile, until you quit this really self-destructive pattern of going over these bad moments and the heartbreak over and over and over and in your mind, you are probably not able to move on, right? This isn't happening because you continue this cycle of going over what happened, why did they end it, who are they with now? Maybe you're continuing to check Facebook and social media. Maybe you're continuing to rehash, or maybe you're continuing to look at pictures of this person, right? And who they were and stuff like that. You're continuing to look at these pictures of you and them in a picture, right? Holding each other. Get rid of these pictures, guys. Put them in a box. Put them in a big box. Put them out of sight if you're going over these pictures. If you're going over letters they wrote or emails they wrote or whatever, quit looking at this stuff. It's time for you guys to also move on as well and quit rehashing everything and preventing yourself from really moving on. And let's be honest, guys, your ex that ended it, at some point, they're probably going to look back, right? They're probably going to look back at you and wonder what's going on with you, like if you've moved on or whatever. But if they see you in a status where you really haven't moved on and you're just sitting there like a cold fish, going over and over everything in your mind and never really moving on with your life towards your passions and your dreams and everything that, you know, is important to you, then why would they want to go back and ever give this another chance, right? Somebody who can't even move on without them, somebody who can't learn to love themselves and to move on in life. If they see this, why would they ever want to come this way and say, hey, and talk to you again? They're going to continue moving on with their life, meet somebody new or whatever. They're not going to do this. They're going to continue moving on without you. However, if they look back and they see somebody that has moved on as well, right? Then at that point, they might say, hey, you might be stronger than, they ever thought you would be. They might wonder what kind of adventures and where you're going with your life and, how happy you are. Hopefully they're seeing a happier, better you. Hopefully they're seeing somebody that's more like the you that they met back in the start of your relationship, right? So when they met you at the start of your relationship, they was obviously very interested in you. There was a lot of passion and desire for them to spend time with you when you first met them, right? Because they was on that path in the relationship with you for a long time until it came to that end, right? So when they met you, they really liked you. They saw a lot. They was very attracted to you, and they saw a reason to go through this adventure with you. But whatever happened, something happened in that relationship at some point that caused them to not see a good future with you and to end the relationship. I mean, there's a reason that they ended the relationship. And it obviously was not the same thing when they first met you, right? And by you continuing to go over the cycle over and over and over again and just never getting on with your life, that also is a reason to, it's going to be a reason for them to be happy that they ended the relationship rather than wondering, oh man, did I make a mistake when you actually move on? So just something for you guys to think about out there that have had a heartbreak or an end to relationship or whatever. Really, it's really important that I'm not saying don't cry and don't feel bad and don't feel a little bit of empathy for yourself or whatever. But at some point, you really got to stop this process of rehashing everything in your mind. You got to learn from it and you've got to move on with your life just like they have. Okay? So be sure you comment down below. Let me know, guys, if this has helped you see the light. And maybe just sitting there waiting for their call, waiting for their text, or, begging and pleading and sending them endless emails and notes or whatever it is that you're doing. where you're really not moving on with your life. So you really need to move on, and moving on is really going to be your best chance to get that ex back, or and maybe finding somebody even new and better in your life. Okay, so that's what I want for you guys all. Is to move on with your life, and either find somebody new and better, or move on with your life and make you a new and better person, somebody better than you've ever been before, that causes this breakup and the end of the relationship. I want to go and thank you guys for watching. This has been Zaxtorian. Again, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. And if you enjoyed this video, if this video helped you in any way, consider actually, donating to me and buying me lunch, buying me something, buying me a coffee, if you would, or I make my own coffee at home, but maybe consider donating and supporting me and my son here. The donation link is right down below, but at least be sure you hit that like button and like this video if this is something that has helped you out. This has been Zaxtorian. I want to go and thank you guys for watching. Take care, everybody. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.